I welcome you all for this 5 days CSIR UGC NET JRF or LS preparation in life sciences organized by an online platform for the students of life sciences botany for you. Myself Dr. Kiran Randhi. I am going to talk on the topic that is CSIR JRF and NET set preparations in short. I welcome you all once again and let us begin the actual talk on this particular topic. Now many of you are thinking that how exactly the preparation to be done or how to prepare for the CSIR JRF and NET or whatever set exam is there or any sort of, you can say, the competitive exams. Now whenever you are going to start your study, of course you require certain basic things, and of course I am going to tell you those things one by one. But as the picture says over here, that everybody is confused at the first stage about which way he or she should follow. And from this particular talk I'm going to guide you a little bit about how exactly you should proceed further for the exact preparation of these very important competitive exams. So what you must have with you, that I think you must know first, and then only you can proceed further. So the first thing that is very important, you should have the interest. Unless and until you have the interest in any subject, you cannot do it at your best. So that's why you should have interest. And of course these examinations are there for research as well as for teaching purpose. Some exams like CSIR JRF is specifically for research oriented thing, and of course the LS, that is lecturership, is there for the proper teaching posts. So you should have interest. So please try to decide regarding your interest, whether you want to go for the research field or the teaching field, or third option is there, if you are interested in both the fields, that also will do, no problem. So first thing, you should have the interest about the same. Second thing, you should have your proper mindset, or your mind should accept that you are going to do preparations for this. So it is not like that you are just somebody saying that you should do NET and SET or JRF, that's why you are doing, you are not having anything in your mind. So it should not be like that. Okay, so your mindset should be properly settled about these exams. Then only you can do very well in these examinations. So of course that proper mindset should be there, then only it is possible to develop the actual you can say success in this examination. Now the third thing, you should have actually the passion. Now like some of the I always give the example of Nobel laureates. Any Nobel laureate, for the sake of example, that fellow has not done that particular work for any award or reward or such type of, you can say, great honors to them, but they did their work just for the sake of, we can say, passion. They are very passionate about their work. So whenever you are doing SET or NET or JRF, at that point you should be very much passionate about it, very much passionate to know what are the actual things, know what type of concepts are need to be, you can say, polished very much. So of course that passion should be there. Okay, so it should not be like that for just for getting jobs you are doing JRF, NET or SET. It should be for your passion, rather it should be your passion. Then fourth very important thing, you should have confidence. Many people or many students I saw that they think that it is very much a difficult task and we cannot do it. Okay, at the first point only, a student will start talking negative about whatever, you can say, very huge syllabus, how it is possible. I'm from botany, how can I solve the problems from or the questions from zoology or microbiology or biotechnology, like that. So it should not be the case, right? So you should be the person who should know maximum things. I'm not saying everything. If it is possible, to learn everything in a very perfect sense, it is definitely great thing. But if you are not able to do any one part of that syllabus, let it be, no problem. But whatever things you can do at your best, please try to do that first, so that you will gain the confidence. And I think for clearing these exams or getting through these exams, you need to have certain confidence levels over there, and that confidence level you should enrich at the first moment. Next very important thing, that is every time you should plan your timing or plan your time very well. So this is what the thing which is going to give you the actual JRF or net, because this time planning is the very crucial task, one can say. And if you are able to plan it very well manner, then definitely the success is yours only. Okay, so somebody said that if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. So of course that planning is very important, and that planning needs to be there in every I mean, you can say every field, of course, of that study. Then another thing is there, that is systematicness. Now, whenever you are doing or rather preparing for this examination, you should be very systematic. Okay, you should not be haphazard. That means at just now at 2 o'clock you are doing something from botany, then at 2:15 you are thinking, no, this is this thing I know very well, and I should go to shift to now some of the microbiological topics. So it should not be like that. Okay, so be systematic, that from 7 to 8 I'm going to do botanical study, then of course zoological, then microbiological, then biotechnological, etc. Okay, and you should have a proper plan with you about what to do and what not to. The next thing, you should do all these things. These are the basic things which I told from 1 to 6, that is interest, mindset, passion, confidence, time planning, systematicness. Of course all these things are very much required, but the seventh thing, that is the syllabus. This is the very important thing. You should not forget to have the copy of that particular syllabus, hard copy or soft copy, anything will do, no problem. But I will suggest you to go for hard copy, not for the soft copy, because if you get the hard copy in your hand, then you can just tick mark, or you can just underline which topics are need to be need to be seen over there in the due course of time. So for that purpose, I will suggest you to get the hard copy of the syllabus. Of course, whatever set, net or JRF you want to do, just get the syllabus. It is available on net. Then next, once again, very important thing, that is old question papers. Okay, you are very fortunate, you are getting everything on net or Google. Of course, you can go to those slides. Those old question papers are available. So get those question papers and try to see the pattern of questions, because all these old question papers will give you the baseline about the question paper. Question papers, you can say exact format, as well as question, you can say how those questions are formed actually. So basic framework of that question you can learn very well from these old question paper. Doesn't matter whether you are preparing for any of these examinations, try to get the questions and try to solve it, try to find out the logical answers for that. Another very important thing, that is reference books. Many times I saw students take the digest type of you can say some of the books which are available, or sometimes some notes are available. I don't have any objection about those notes or whatever digests are there, but all the time students are forgetting to use the basic reference books. Like for example, for biochemistry, of course Leninger is there. So that Leninger book you should first try to read, try to understand that book, try to make out your notes. And if no, if you are unable to learn some of the things from that, then you can definitely take the help of other things like notes or whatever you can say digests are available in market. As well as one more thing I'm going to suggest you in this reference book sense, that is use Internet Archives. Internet Archive is the site where you can go and you can get more, you cannot read also all those books because it is in huge number. So you can directly download those books also. So that is Internet Archive. And of course Enlist is the software. So if you are from any college, then you can just ask your librarian to give you the access of this Enlist. This is provided by the government of India only. It's very nice thing to have. So in this Enlist you can go to JSTOR or any Cambridge or Oxford journals or Oxford books, which are freely available over there. Thousands and thousands of books are there. So please try to go for all this. Then next thing, ask your college librarian for more free databases and websites. So your librarian can give you or can provide more than 100 databases or websites, which are free online websites, where you can get too much information about these references in the form of books, reference books or research papers, or any, you can say, research articles also will be there, or some of the databases or websites will be there. So try to communicate with your librarian. Definitely it will be possible to get you many things. Then 11th thing I purposely wrote over here. Actually it is not necessary to write, but still I have written over here, that is rough paper. So generally we are very much having all the time habit to use the whatever notebooks are there. Please don't take the notebooks. Please try to use the rough papers. Okay, just staple it and try to use it. The use of while using the rough papers, it's very beneficial to sort those books, those papers as per your you can say topic wise or whatever question wise also. So please try to get the rough paper. Take one box file, pen, pencil, sharpener is needed, and of course the highlighter. So don't forget the highlighter. So whenever you are sitting for the study, of course these things should be there with you. Then only you should start in a good sense. Next thing, the 3 P's you should not forget. You should plan well, of course, then prepare well, and third one, that is perform well. Okay, so 3 P's you should never forget. The next question, biggest question you should ask to yourself, are you prepared? Are you prepared to go for such examinations? Because this is not the part-time business. This is full-time business. So of course, ask yourself first from bottom of your heart that are you really prepared? If answer comes yes, then you can start. If answer comes that no, just now I'm not that much prepared, please don't do study immediately. Try to take a rest of just 4 to 5 minutes, and then try to go for your preparations. So remember, preparation is the key. There is no other key for success. So of course that preparation, well prepared preparation, is the key of success. Some of the important skills you must know regarding this CSIR, NET or SET examinations. Of course, I told you in my previous slides that you should go for the reference books over there. But in addition to reference books, you should go for research journals also, Scientific American also, some of the encyclopedias, some of the research papers from various journals. Then internet websites are also there. Of course, the next thing which is required, conceptual understanding. So from any you can say syllabus, if you take single word, then you should be able to write at least more than 10 to 15 lines about that single word. Then only it is possible to clear those any of these examinations. Okay, so that much conceptual understanding should be there. Then third very important thing I want to tell you, that is the approach should be changed. Okay, as well as the scientific temperament need to be there, and you should have the proper vision. Okay, unless and until you have your proper vision, you cannot do all these things. Okay, so that vision you should develop. So means what type of you can say things you are need to plan, that also you should first decide, and then you should go for those things. Now while doing all these things, of course you require certain soft skills also. Then so for solving questions you need analytical skills also, which will be based on the analytical skills. So those analytical skills are also required. Then memory skills, how to memorize all these things, those things are also need to be learned over there. Then confidence building skills, as well as the reading skills also. So these skills also you should focus. And of course, the things which are required, that is sincerity. Okay, there is no other alternative for sincerity, because you should be uh, too much sincere to get all these things. Okay, unless and until you sit for 7 to 8 hours per day for study for at least 2 to 3 months, you cannot clarify your concepts within 2 to 3 months like this. Okay, so for that purpose you need to continue this study, and then you can easily get through all these examination. Second very important thing, that is punctuality. So you should be very very punctual. So please use your time like a money. That is one more secret of that. Then third is promptness. Whenever you are going to get any question, you should be able to analyze that question by using those many skills which I told. And of course promptly you should be able to attempt it, because that time planning is also very important in that. And of course whatever goal you have set, whether to go for research or teaching, that goal setting is also need to be there. So that's why these are some of the important things. Now sometimes sorry, sometimes some people may get some of the problems and they could not get through all these examinations. So possible root causes I have enlisted over here, that is lacunas. Okay, so there are conceptual lacunas. Sometimes the concept you are thinking that yes, it is like this or like that, but that concept is something different. So it should not happen. So that those lacunas you should focus first. Then second thing, try to overcome the weaknesses. Okay, if you are weak enough in some of the things, then try to work on it and try to uproot that weakness. Okay, then only it is possible to get the great level of confidence over there. Then next thing, strength. So don't forget that you are having very good strength, and of course with that strength you are going to clear this JRF, net and set also. So that type of strength you should develop. Okay, that mental strength is also required, and equally physical strength is also required. Okay, you should do very good exercise in the morning or evening, and of course you should have the typical balanced diet. No over dieting should be there, because everything is going to matter over here. Okay, so that's why that strength is need to be there. And next is the thinking. So you should have your proper thinking, you can say, level, and that proper thinking level will definitely improve your you can say learning, as well as those you can say soft skills over there. So that proper positive thinking need to be developed whenever you are preparing for these examinations. Now as we all know, the life sciences, the code is 34, and of course this is the website on which you can get the set examination syllabus. So if you are preparing for set or net, doesn't matter, syllabus is almost same, but the negative markings systems are different. So this is what the website, that is Maharashtra State Eligibility Test. That is now previously it was set only, but it is MH set for assistant professor now, and it is the compulsory thing for assistant professorship. So if you are interested in teaching field, you should go for this particular thing. Then the syllabus consists of the three papers, paper 1, paper 2 and paper 3. Paper 1 is general paper on teaching and research aptitude, that is code number 00. Paper 2 will be of 100 marks and 75 minutes, and paper 3 will be 200 marks and 2.5 hours over there. So of course there in this third paper, of course 10 questions will be from botany, zoology, microbiology and biochemistry, and 20 questions are there from genetics. Of course a student have to attempt any 20 questions over there, and of course no negative marking is here. That is the greatest advantage of you can say set examinations. Now this is what the title: paper 1, paper 2 and paper 3. Marks are of course 100, 100 and 200. Time is 1 hour, 1 hour and 15 minutes, and 2 hours, 2.5 hours are there. Now for paper 1, of course what are the you can say main objectives? So general paper on teaching and research aptitude. This is the general paper common for all. Of course, to decide the candidate's interest and abilities in teaching and research. So by this they are checking, by these by solving those questions you are going to finalize all these things. Then the ability to understand the subject, reasoning application of logical reasoning. Then to check the overall idea about the scope of the teaching and research. So everything is checked by the questions. Then paper 1, teaching and research aptitude, includes 10 unit. First is teaching aptitude, second is research aptitude, then comprehension, then communication, then mathematical reasoning and aptitude, logical reasoning, data interpretation, information and communication technology, that is ICT, then people development and environment, and the last one, that is the higher education system. So of course on these 10 units or 10 credits, those teaching and research aptitudes are being checked. Of course, this was of course about the set. Now the NET or CSIR, you can say, so Council of Scientific and Industrial Research. So this is the actual Council of Scientific and Industrial Research website, csirhdg.research.in. So you can just see here the chemical sciences, earth sciences, and the life sciences is also there. So these syllabi are there, and only thing, you just have to go there and click and get the syllabus. So the next thing is so this is what the syllabus of you can say CSIR UGC NET lectureship as well as junior research fellowships. So this is part A, part B, and part C. Of course, this part A will carry 20 questions, and question pertaining to general science, quantitative reasoning and analysis, research aptitude, etc. Then part B, of course, 50 minutes, multiple choice, of course, general, covering the topics in the syllabus given. And the part C will contain the 75 questions designed to the test of candidates' knowledge to the scientific concepts and applications of the scientific concepts were here. So the total marks allotted to this section shall be 100 out of 200. So this is what the things you can get on that website. So these are the websites. So CSIR hdg.research.in, and of course 25% for each wrong answer, negative marking will be there. So remember, of course, painstaking efforts and qualification always matters a lot. So be prepared for that, and of course you should prepare it in a very particular manner. Then only it is possible to get very good result as you are expecting. So here I am very much thankful to Dr. Humne sir and Dr. Wankhede sir for the invitation. I express my sincere thanks to our principal Dr. Sherke sir for support. I am very much thankful to the Botany for You group, teachers and students also for their support. So this is my email ID as well as my mobile number, and the website which I have developed, the first Indian website on fungi, having these many records, that is 7,528 species records over there. So please have a look to this website also, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.